Welcome to Toffee TV, proudly backed by Ladbrokes for the season. It is the final word. Chelsea 2, Everton 1. We are out the Carabao Cup. And yeah, it's not nice that we've been knocked out the cup, and it's not nice that we've got beat full stop, but we've probably just witnessed the best performance of the season. So it's weird, isn't it? Because I don't like being out the cup, but at least you can sit there with your head high and say, did all right tonight. But we just lost the game. We lost the game of footy.
Yeah, totally agree.
And I'm going to celebrate with a Titan cake bar, a Jag Mars bar cake bar.
I've had that bite of it.
Well, you're already in it.
I've gone in. They're nice. No, you're right. I think that we said the other day, the least we wanted to see was a bit of a performance.
Yeah.
You know, you can lose any game of football.
Of course you can.
You know, and I think we'd have lost. I think if Ronald Koeman still would have been a manager, I think we'd have witnessed a defeat tonight. In my opinion, can't say that obviously because you don't know what will have happened, but I was expecting probably another limp defeat.
Yeah.
Tonight, and I think we've seen anything but a limp defeat tonight, and that was enjoy it. That to me represents the biggest plus of the night. Yeah, listen, I hate Everton losing any football match, and I was sitting here. I suppose it's a little bit of a sign of how the way the season's gone so far. That was sitting here quite positive after a defeat. Listen, we're getting used to losing games at the moment. Let's be honest about it.
Let's stop that.
It's 2 wins in 14 games.
Yeah,
which is terrible. But like you've just said, probably certainly our best away performance of the season by a mile.
Yeah,
probably the best performance we've put in this season, and we've lost the game.
Yeah, I mean, let's talk about the team.
Yeah,
we were all anticipating, I think is the right word, the team, what David Unsworth would do if he'd mix it up. He mixed it up. It was different.
It was different. It was different, but it was good different. You know, because it represented what I liked best about it was he said in his press conference, we've been speaking about it and got an idea how we want to, and I like that kind of. He should have an idea because he's going to have to take the teams. You've got to have some kind of.
I think he's had an idea for weeks.
So do I. To be fair, but I think he's looked at it, and again, without harping too much on about his press conference, there was a couple of key bits in it. I've got an idea how we like to attack.
Yeah.
I know how the Evertonians like us to go forward and things like that. So he's identified that we've been piss poor basically.
Yeah.
Everything's been too slow, not been enough momentum, enough tempo. Got the two of them mixed up.
Just made a new word. Just made a new word. Memento.
And I think at the end of the day, he got a performance out of him, and that's what we hope for. Yeah. Because if let's be honest, if he'd gone out and turned in another insipid display and lost 3-0 and it was just all easy-ozy like it's been for weeks, you'd be sat here going, this is worrying. This is worrying that there's nothing there. But I think we got anything but that. I think we got and we've seen performances from a couple of players who's been struggling.
Yeah, and you know what I mean. It was, I suppose, centre backs. He went with Ashley Williams and Jagielka. He went with the experience, which was interesting that he went for them. But obviously, maybe he got one eye on Sunday as well. Maybe bringing Keane back. Maybe felt like Keane needed to just have a step down. Kept faith with John Joe Kenny. Don't know where Martina is. I don't know. I think he might be on. Might be on the boat somewhere. Back to Holland or whatever. So
he's looking for Ronald.
Yeah. Where's Ronald gone? No one has spoke to me. The midfield was an interesting make-up. Obviously, Davies, McCarthy, and Benny Benigmi.
Say it a bit quick so you don't have to get it wrong.
I've got it right every time.
Benny B.
And so that was interesting. And then obviously having Alan Lennon in and Allison would really.
Well, to be fair, you've been saying about Lennon for a few weeks. Why not give him a go? Give him a bit of wit. I thought he grew into the game. Thought he was terrible first half, but he got better and better.
Well, I thought I thought everybody grew into the game. I think we started the game. I mean, first of all, the shape. We started with an actual shape, didn't we? There was an actual shape there. It was part of the shape family. Whereas before we'd been playing with the plasticine family or whatever. Just, you know, it was.
Did you all have shape yogurts before?
There was an actual shape of how we were playing. There was an actual. It was
a manager with an idea.
It was a thought out. It was a thought out plan of how we were going to play.
Let's be honest. It mirrored the 23s.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's what he does with the 23s.
But just slower. But it was. I mean, that's because that's hard to be that fast. But it was, but just slower. But he did. He put a centre forward, got two players round. Like we always say, if you're going to play in almost like a 3 up front, make it a proper 3 with runners. He did that. He had snappy plays in midfield that he wants because it helps you press high. He said after the game, having Lennon and James McCarthy, you know what you're getting. You're getting players who are going to press.
I thought James McCarthy was excellent.
I thought for a lad who hasn't played
6.5 months,
and we've said all kinds about him on this show, but for a lad who has
let's be.
Alright, I've said loads about.
No.
Alright, I've just said loads about Roy Keane
and
Michael and O'Neill.
But to be fair, again, and I want to stop you there just before we carry on about the game, because there's been a lot of things that we're not privy to, but just little things are coming out now about the way things have been at the training ground now. Who's to say?
Wouldn't let them eat.
Yeah. Who's to say he hadn't fallen out with the manager? Well, and we know that he has fallen out with the manager because the manager said a lot, same with Ross Barkley and things like that. We know that James McCarthy, remember his first season, we were just like, this Everton team can't play without him because he's the most important cog in it. And then he fell off a cliff a little bit 18 months in because of Martinez playing him when he was injured. And he's never really got back. And then he got in last season against Arsenal. He had a bit of a mare at Watford, but he came back against Arsenal and was excellent, and then got injured. And then he had his problems with the manager. But when he plays like that tonight, he's actually, for a pressing team, he's perfect because he goes chasing the ball.
No, he did well. Having him back was ideal, and there was more of a tempo. But what you found early on was there was a nervousness. There was still a really big nervousness about us. You could see that, and where you could see that actually, I thought anyway, was in the younger players. And I think what you seen was,
apart from Beningame.
No, you see it in his game as well. I'll tell you why. You seen the difference in all of the younger players. The difference between playing in a first team and playing in the under-23s. Every single player who comes out of the under-23s under-hit passes. So no, they do, and it's not because they're not very good. It's because you can get away with it at that level. You can play soft passes because no one anticipates, no one's snapping at people's heels to get the ball. I've noticed that it's a common trend. It's not. And he did. Benny done it early on, and John Joe done it. And he
tackles though.
No, I'm not. I'm saying this. I'm going somewhere with this. We've seen it with Lookman.
Yeah.
Davis still does it. It's that level. You've got to be.
Yeah.
Every pass has got to be. Maybe it's like they don't understand that if you smash a ball at a Premier League player, they just can. Most of them, a lot of them, can just hit, control it and go.
I think it's the speed of everything.
Well, exactly.
Speed, the thought.
Exactly. So they're not maybe up to the levels, and that was early on. It was quite evident.
Yeah.
Under hitting things, and there was a lack of confidence, and John Joe Kenny wasn't getting forward, and he was a little bit like he was on Saturday. I can understand that. And I thought for the first half, there was a lot of players like that all over the pitch, not just the kids, everybody. But as
Benny at the Toffee,
it is. But as the game went on, you seen them all grow, and
thought he grew as a team.
Exactly.
I think the first 20, 25 minutes, it was like they're used to just getting hit, and it's a case of like try and not get it. And I think you could see that it was almost like we've got to, let's keep up. But what I noticed was, even though we were quite timid in the first 20-25, there was a shape to us, so people were getting back into position. There was nothing going forward as such. We had the ball in the middle areas. There was nothing. It was going up to Rooney and he was getting hold of it and laying it off, but then nothing happened from there. We'd turn and go back. Chelsea were getting men behind the ball as well. But it was a bit like
there wasn't anyone.
There was no one wanting to take a chance. They were all just like, listen, just let's stay in. That might have been a game plan. He might have said, listen, first 20-25, make sure we're in shape. Let's not give anything cheap away. I was saying watching with my dad, and I said the key here is if we go behind, how we react. Because at the moment, normally when we lose a goal, everything goes, everything's gone. The heads go down. Lo and behold, they take the lead with I think is a header back across the box.
It's a poor goal
on his own, isn't
it? I know it's
a poor goal on his own.
Ashley Williams is giving him 5 yards.
I don't care who it is. No one should be on their own in the box at the back stick. So one of them's got to take responsibility, whether it's Jags, Williams, or anybody else, Baines, anybody. He shouldn't be getting a free header where he did. But I thought once we went behind, there was no drop off. I thought we kind of just went right, okay, and that might have been a manager. It might have been Chelsea weren't at the top level to punish us. I don't know. But I thought we didn't throw the towel. We just went back to what we were doing. We were winning tackles, we were passing it, we were pressing it, and we slowly felt our way into the game. That's what I felt anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The goal was poor to concede. You know, it's so cheap really. When you work that hard, that's really annoying. When you work that hard and you can see the goal so cheaply to someone not being touch tight, or not even some little other things like not having men on the posts, which is probably a tactical thing they've done in the first place, but that was annoying. And yeah, you know, they had a couple of chances afterwards, and we had to be very careful we didn't get hit with a sucker punch, you know, but we didn't, and we kept going. And as you say, the only disappointment was we didn't really create any chances ourselves in that first half. We didn't get men forward. We didn't get the full backs forward. You know, because it was quite a there was, you know, the youngsters in midfield, and they were trying to do other people's jobs at times, and it stopped us getting forward. And as you said, no one was really taking that chance. No one wanted to make that mistake. No one wanted to make that little mistake.
But it's a cup game, isn't it? So stay in a game. You'll play yourself in games, and you're thinking, we're not in this, but let's not go further behind. And I thought the last 5 minutes of the first half, we put a couple of good little moves together. It didn't quite come off. There was a lovely little one touch stuff, and John Joe Kenny played a little and went again, and Lennon played it around the corner. It was just too hard and things like that, and you thought they're just starting to get through the gears now, because they're probably looking going, actually these aren't going to take us apart, you know. But we got in at half time. I'd text you and said, I think we're doing okay, it's just the final third, we're lighting, and it was a test then of what do we do in that second half. Can we come out and have a go? And whatever he said, obviously.
Well, obviously he's probably gone in and just said to them, it's a cup game, you're getting beat away from home.
Tempo.
What do you want to do? Do you know what I mean? Do you want to just sort of keep doing what you're doing and maybe concede another goal and then it just peters out, or do you want to have a go? And that's obviously what he said to them. He's also probably said to the likes of Kenny, start getting up the pitch. The likes of Davey, start putting yourself about. You know, the likes of Morales and Lennon, because let's be honest, you look at Unsworth and when he talks, you probably feel he's one of those fellas that probably when he talks, he probably makes you feel 10 foot tall by just talking to you. Probably tells people that they're not playing in the game and makes you feel better because they're not playing in the game. He just seems like one of those fellas, doesn't he? So, and you could hear him on the sideline all the time. There's times when I heard, like, first half, John Joe Kenny was obviously on his side and he was trying things and they weren't coming off, and he was going, good boy, John Joe, you know, tell him, encouraging him, tell him it was fine. Whereas, you know, imagine the difference between that when you're a young kid and someone just standing there going like that, basically the entire game, not giving you feedback. Because that's what players need.
The other thing is that the likes of Kenny, he knows Unsworth, trusts him. Benny knows Unsworth, trusts him. Tom Davis, Luckman, Calvert-Lewin, all these lads, Nias, all of these people who've played for Unsworth knows that, knows what he's like, so that confidence can come flowing with, like you say. You look at Ronald Koeman and was fantastic as a player. He wasn't a great name, and you wanted him to do well. You know, he was very much his own man, very much a standoffish, very much. You wouldn't know what he was thinking sometimes, or he'd shake his head, or he'd go and sit down. Some players need coaxing through. One thing I heard about him was shape, get back in, sit back in, drop back 5, go up 5. A manager playing the game, it's everything we talked about. The likes of Sean Dyche, you know, he come to Goodison the other week. barked Burnley into every position they needed to be in. Other managers do it. Wiggy does it for them. Wiggy doesn't fucking stop for a minute, does he? He's in the crowd, he's out the crowd, he's there, he's moaning. Like, mate, have you seen him play? And he's fucking bald as a coot. Next minute he's got a full-on head like that. But you know, there's managers who will direct. And, you know, you don't need a manager who stands looking at the crowd and, you know, chewing like he's had 46 lines. But you want someone who's going to organise and encourage you through the game. Because at the moment, this team needs talking through games. And you can mention John Joe Kenny, but the likes of Jags and that, and the manager offering encouragement, Williams. I thought actually Williams and Jagielka were great tonight. Okay. They'll play against quicker, more direct players, but batch-wise being on good form, I thought they done alright.
I thought what was interesting, going back to the first half as well, and it was something reminded me of something Dykesy said to the other day. There was a lot of football being played at a slowed down pace, but it was almost like it'd been done on purpose to just map out,
where they should
to plans of play, and it was almost done slow. And in the second half, it was done quicker, and it worked.
There was a couple of passes, that were. I remember thinking at the time, what a by Jagielka to Will, like, this is how we wanted us to do it. So it was like a pass that shouldn't have been on, but he played it and then got it back, and then it was like,
but that's what I'm saying.
So it was like a training.
That's what I'm saying. They played it like a really. I could see patterns of play, but really slow down patterns of play.
Yeah.
Almost like, right, let's just get the muscle memory of doing it, and then second half. It's sped up. But I thought what was great was we came out second half and we were at it straight away, and obviously Rooney had that chance early on, and it came almost like as a shock to everybody. Like, it was a great ball.
Great move,
Kenny, second half, I thought it was the Kenny we've been talking about when we've watched him.
He was better. I still only give him about 5 in the rating. I thought he was better. No, but listen, I've championed him, and he's still, to me, behind Seamus, he's by far the best right back. But I thought he was better.
But I thought those crosses were much better.
The cross and the ball by Morales was fun. It was a clever little header back to Rooney, you know, and Cavallero or whatever his bloody name is, Willie C.
I think Rooney probably thought he was offside. I don't know. It wasn't all. It almost felt like it wasn't. It
wasn't like a proper. I thought he was off because he was where he was, but he hit it well enough. If he'd have missed it, he'd have scored. But the thing was, the keeper goes like that and turns, and it hits his rib and goes wide. Now, when things are going for you, that you bobbles off you and rolls in. Everything's going again. We're not playing well in terms of this season, and we are where we deserve to be. But I'll tell you what. We're unlucky as well. We're not having the rub of the green, you know, and you'd like to think that'll change. But you're right, that was the one that everyone kind of went, hang on, it's fun, have a go. And then from then, I thought we were magnificent.
Yeah, and we made half a dozen chances. Keepers had to make 3 or 4 saves. And we just
save from Jagielka.
Yeah, it was a great header. But we just kept it going. And what was great about it, I thought, was, and this is something we spoke about, whereas in other games we scored it from individual pieces of play. We kept it going, so every time it broke down, we won it back, and we go again.
Sorry to interrupt you, but just that moment, there was a moment in the second half where it was just wave after wave, and I was thinking, I watched this on Saturday with Watford there, doing that, thinking, I'd love Everton to be able to do that. All of a sudden, it was Everton doing it, and listen, people will be watching, you know, they had a weekend team. So did we. We had half the 23s and the 23s manager, by the way. But it was wave after wave, and it's like we've said, keep doing it. You said to me when we were doing the rewatch with Arsenal the other day, look at the way they keep playing, no matter what, they keep doing it. Tonight we just kept doing, as if he'd just gone at half time. Just keep playing, it'll come, keep doing, doesn't work, go again, doesn't work, go again.
How many times have we said it? That's because, and he's only had a couple of days on him, listen, we're not blowing out of proportion, but I've said this all season about Koeman, change, it doesn't work, and it's mad, when we say it, it's like, and I've heard about half a dozen people say it, ex-professionals say it since, like when we left here on Monday night, I was on Talk Sport.
Did you go on?
Yeah, I went on Talk Sport. And every time I mentioned all this, and they were all like, you're spot on, Ian Wright, and a couple of you're spot on. It's like suddenly you're like, oh yeah, that's what was the problem. We've been saying it for weeks, not like blowing out trumpets, but I'm saying that's the point. It's like, why did other people fail to recognise it? It's chopping and changing, and everyone's like, oh, squad rotation, and you've got to do that. And why do you have to do that? Surely, if you're in the shit, you say, right, let's get back. And we spoke about this as well a couple of weeks ago when we were saying, well, what will a new manager do? We'll go back to basics. Why can't the current manager go back to basics and just get aside and play it and play it and play it and play it? And if you can't drill on a pitch, on a coaching pitch, then drill on a pitch. And that's what I think we've seen tonight. We seen him drilling the team while they were playing a game. So in the first half, you've seen a version of it, a slowed down version, and in the second half, you've seen a bit more of a sped up version, where the players had got the confidence because of the first half. And you know what you've just said is right. He just kept on saying, keep doing what you're doing. Don't change it. There's no need to do anything revolutionary. We're getting through. So don't, because this is another thing that happened as well. We've been playing in games, and we've been doing all right in games, and then we've conceded, and then we've gone, lads, nip it all up, throw it away, and let's just go.
Burnley.
Exactly.
Burnley.
No patience. And as you just said, you look at Arsenal on Sunday, and they have a way of playing, and they believe in it. It's not always the right way. It might win in the league, but they believe in it. And when if they have the very best players, that will win in the league. That will win everything if they had the best players, because it's like the Barcelona way. Barcelona, when they've got the best players, will win everything, but when they don't, they don't. But the very best teams, any good team doesn't say, I mean, Real Madrid have a style of play. Real Madrid would never, ever rip up their style of play and go, lads, Barca are playing really well. Stop what you're doing. We're going to play like Barca. And Barca would never go, lads, Real Madrid have won 2 Champions League in 3 years. We're going to start playing like them. Not a chance on earth. They have an identity and they stick to it. And when they're not playing well, it's because they haven't got the players good enough. So what do they go and do? They go and get the players that'll make them better. And that's where we've fallen down in certainly because of managers leaving. But that's where I think where Koeman lost his way. For whatever reason, he wasn't happy with the style he wanted to play, but then didn't persist in it, and just arrogance. And then is it arrogance? I don't think that was arrogance. What I think that was a manager who just didn't know. Arrogance would have been Martinez.
No, but I think with Koeman, when you're talking about we're saying about coaching while they're playing the game, that's arrogance. That's a thing of, I've told you what you should be doing, go and do it. And not invest. And I think a manager like David Unsworth, I'm not. Listen, we could be sat here in 2 weeks and we've lost every game, and it's like maybe it's not going to work. We don't know. But I think David Unsworth will have an idea. Will coach and work on this is how I want. And I think someone like Sean Dyche would do that. Come in, this is how we play, and we coach and we coach and we coach until we get it like that. I'm not sure Ronald Koeman does that. I think Ronald Koeman. I read the thing, I don't know whether you read it, with Canizares. He's come out and spoke yesterday. Remember Canizares, blonde hair for Valencia, goalkeeper, white hair, looked like Niemi played for Southampton. He come out and he said when he was at Valencia, Koeman come in. He said he's great at keeping the team running. If you've got a decent team, he's great. He'll keep it going, but he can't build a team. He said Valencia had a new player and he didn't have a clue, and hence they chased him. He said, and he'd been told that by someone who'd been at Ajax. Great, well, everything's ticking over. Because he just expects you to be able to play like this way. And I think Ronald Koeman just thought, this is how we play, and you should be good enough to play it, just go and play it. Whereas I think, we've said it before, footballers like to be told, like kids, like boundaries, footballers like them, do that, that's your job, go and do that. You do that, shape, get back in. Dexy was saying it to us the other day, Derek Monfield, with you get back in your shape, you walk through it. When he was talking about the training, we walk through positions. Unsworth was doing it tonight. We play this way, we attack this way, we keep doing it. You're right, we played Burnley the other week. First 20 minutes, played them off the park. Sat there thinking, this is more like it. We've had shots, we're attacking. There you go, bum, 1-0. Next minute, it was as if like they'd never known how to play football. Everything stopped.
But the thing was, nobody was telling
directing. Nobody was keeping them going.
And then afterwards you hear, oh well, we stopped doing the things, or we didn't do it. Well, why didn't you say that when they were playing? But I just thought, I just think that it's not more on what happened tonight, but it's more on what didn't happen under Koeman. Was you have your footballing principles and you stick to them through thick and thin. And if that's the way you want to play, you do that. But that hasn't been happening. Whereas I felt like tonight, there was a switch, and it was like, this is how we're going to play. And see what I think about Unsworth is, he's come in, and he'll get the next couple of games at the very minimum, and he'll play the way he plays. And if it gets results, great. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But he'll go, I played the way I wanted to play, because I can't play someone else's way.
He said that, hasn't he?
Yeah, so we stick to what we do, and if it's good enough, it'll get us results. If it's not good enough, then it's not good enough. But I think that's what you've got to do as a manager. You've got to have your principles. You've got to. I think that's why Ranieri got the sack from Leicester, because he won the league and then felt like he had to change everything, and the players were like, whoa, no, this is how we play. We won the league playing like this. Why are you getting rid of the system?
But you see that, don't you? And I think that's what Koeman done. We sat here in December last year, we beat Arsenal, and we talked about that was more like what Koeman wanted. That night was pressing, it was in people's faces. It wasn't the Tottenham game pressing first day of the season, but it was hard work, got the win, and then we got on a run, and a lot of them games we swarmed over teams, and he seemed to have that formula right then. Didn't work away because for whatever reason he couldn't make it translate away from home for whatever reason. Probably because he didn't play three at the back, which he did at Palace, and it was great. But even that he changed when there was no reason to change the three at the back, wasn't it? And I think you're right. I think he got to the summer and I don't really want to play like that though. I want to play a different way. The Lukaku thing is a big thing, and it'll always be a stick that will hit him. People will beat him with. But again, then he shouldn't have had holidays, should he? Should have made sure we had the striker. But I think he's come to this season and he's wanted this way of playing with these number 10s, with this interchange. Maybe in his mind, he was trying to get us to play a bit more like Barcelona, because that's his audition to go to Barcelona. But we already know that didn't work, because it didn't work with Roberto Martinez, who was more like a Barcelona manager. So I think if Koeman would have kind of tried to just mirror last season, even with some of these players, because I think some of these players could have played in our team last season and been good, with Lukaku and a little bit more direct, we might have had a better start. He might be in the job now. I think he's almost, like you said, ripped it up in the summer and gone, we're going to play this way, and no one knows what way, because I think in his mind it's Xavi and Messi and Iniesta and all that, but it's not really. It's Calvert-Lewin, and it's players not running, and I think it's confused everybody. And little bits and pieces are coming out now. He wasn't talking to the players, and the training had dropped a bit there, and he was falling out with everybody, and he wouldn't. And when you start falling out with 2 or 3 players, it's like we're mates in the dressing room, and there's a few more of us, and he comes in and he bollocks me and makes it out of me. All of a sudden, you're going to look and think, you fucking make that, and he's a good player. You're making a tit at. Then he comes in and does it to your other mate, and then all of a sudden you start going, hell. And they said, Andy Gray said that the other day, got 28 players in the squad, only 11 play, 17 not happy. Fucking outweighs 11 who are happy. And I think Unsworth, listen, you're never going to keep all those players happy, because if you're playing and I'm not, and you're in my position, I'm going to be like, I'm fucking as good as him, or whatever, because that's what happens.
But it's a lot easier to.
You've got to. But if you've got a human and a personal relationship with every player, you can then go, listen, it's because of it. And then players might go, you're still a tit, but I accept that you're
because I think Unsworth will have dropped play tonight, and they'll have felt better than playing under Koeman, because he probably would have sat down and explained to him, and this is why you're not playing, because you're not up to the level, whatever. Sanzo had to go and do his big shop as well in the Tesco on Alton Road, so that was obviously why he wasn't playing.
Well, Wednesday's a good night. I think it'd be a good night to do it.
Probably thought, right, do big shop and go on, watch The Apprentice. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the important.
Yeah.
At least the kid's got his priorities.
Yeah, of course.
That's what you've got to think.
But I think Unsworth will have explained that to a few people, but I think that's the difference. You need, I think, every football club needs an identity, needs to know how to play. Listen, we go back to the Martinez era and we look at it, and we said this on a couple of shows. The biggest problem with Martinez is it was dead easy to understand what was wrong. It was so easy, and that's what pissed us off more than anything in the world.
Yeah.
It's what I would think if you were a Liverpool fan now, and now, you know, they've got not the same problems we have. But if you were a Liverpool fan, you'd be sitting here going, just buy a centre back and a goalie, for God's sake, you know what I mean? It's dead easy, it's black and white. And that, say, with the Martinez thing, it was exactly the same. It was like, please, for the love of God, will you just defend? Will you get players to defend and stop fucking about? And he wouldn't, and that's what drove us all mental. But Koeman, it was different. And I think you've seen tonight what the difference was. If he'd been a little bit more proactive, like David Unsworth was tonight, then I think he would have got a lot more out of it.
I still stand by. He's bought in the main good players. I do, or someone has. If it's not him, but you know, by all
enough good players.
By all sets of the amount of, by all everything. If you look way it all up, he's bought good players.
Yeah, I think he probably has, and we'll probably see more of him. But I think the most annoying thing, if there is an annoying thing tonight, is we didn't score when we had to score.
Yeah,
we didn't score when we were hot for that 15-20 minutes, and then Conte was like, "Look, hell, I'm gonna have to make a few changes here. I'm gonna have to bring the big guns on." And to be fair, I mean, that's not like that didn't change the game instantaneously, but it did enough to probably put us on the back foot a little bit to stop us flowing.
He still
forward.
didn't really have any chances.
No. But what I mean is,
he had to put Fabregas on. What Fabregas does is come on, cry his arse off, and win free kicks.
Keeps the ball well.
Listen, fantastic footballer.
But they already had a lot of good talents on the pitch. But that was the disappointing thing. But you know what? It wasn't for the one that's trying. You know, Lookman comes on, he hits the bar, he puts one into the side netting. Maybe if he not if he took an extra.
He should have just hit
it. First touch, he needed, but then he took an extra touch, and maybe he just smacked it with it. But you know that happens. It's all down to confidence. But I think
he had a couple. Lennon's 2 chances. You know, one deflects, could have gone anywhere, deflects over the bar and lands on the roof of the net. The other one is touches.
That was a great ball by Morales as well.
It was a great ball. We had Morales shot, you know, Caballero, whatever his name is. Big Willie.
He loves that League Cup, doesn't he?
Oh, he loves it.
He loves it.
Listen, I can't have a problem with him because he won it for City against the shite. He made a great save from Morales, great save from Jagielka, the bullet header. You know, great save from Rooney. We've hit the bar. We've had a couple. We could have ended up with half a dozen goals.
No.
When you look at it,
I think we hit the target more times tonight than we have in every other.
We had 13 attempts at goal to their 11. We've out attempted someone and fucking hell away from home. Yeah. We haven't had 13 bastard shots all season. So that to me was a big plus. And he brought the Prince on. And once the Prince comes on, you know that we're not getting off the pitch.
Well, you know what?
Without a goal.
They've scored the second, but then we've kept going. And we've got a goal, and Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Bruce Wayne, Batman, has got a goal as well. Took his goal well. He's scoring goals in cup competitions. How about scoring some in the league now, mate? Yeah. But was there a worry? Is there a worry with Rooney in this system? Because he was up to his old tricks tonight. Wayne, wasn't he? Dropping back. Do you think what Unsworth might have over some of the other managers is Unsworth can grab him by the fucking scruff and go, listen, do me a favour for the sake of you and for the sake of me and for the sake of the team, just stay up there. What
I think he'll do with Rooney is, I think he'll recognise, he'll look and go, alright, because what he done was, he left Rooney on with Calvert-Lewin. Calvert-Lewin was supposed to be the ball down the middle and he dropped Rooney. You're actually seeing someone come on with real instructions. It was amazing. He came on, Calvert-Lewin went to Rooney and they were like, yeah, it's 2-1, you just play as the diamond, which is where we've said, actually have a diamond and put him at the tip of it. And if you put him at the tip with 2 midfield players behind him with energy, he's the one who can pick the passes. If we had, say we had Balassi, and it's all ifs and buts of course, but say we had Balassi now, you know, and we had another centre, but Rooney with those through balls, what a passer of the ball he is. You know, we'd be in all the time. But you're right, he can play as a striker. He just doesn't. He wants the ball. He wants the ball. So, and listen, there'll be times I think when Unsworth will go, Wayne, come sit with me, and you'll come on with half an hour to go because we need this different way of playing.
But he'll say to him as well, you are sitting with me because you haven't done what I've told you to do. Yeah. Because it's an important. Unsworth's the type of fellow that, listen, don't come here thinking I'm a bigger Everton than you are. So
I just don't. I think Rooney's big enough to accept and go, right, okay. And I think the thing what Unsworth will have is he'll have those conversations with them. But it was, to me, there was loads of positives tonight, and I haven't been able to say that for ages.
Yeah. It's about kicking on, isn't it? Kicking on in that next game, and and turning it into 3 points. You know, because I was saying before, if we can win on Sunday, and then you go into that own game against Watford, Goodison will be buzzing.
I'll be bouncing.
You know, be absolutely
regardless of Leon.
Yeah,
if we can get a result. Thing is, mate, I fucking fancy us and Leon. If they played, I would if they played like they did tonight.
God, I hope so.
Honest to God, right? If we played like we did tonight, and we have a little bit of the rub of the green just to get the confidence up, I would fancy us and Leon. I would, and I wouldn't have said that 3 days ago. I wouldn't.
No, and it depends. I suppose it depends what he plays and who he plays, or what he thinks his first team is going to be. So the second team could have a lot of quality in as well.
You just hit the nail on the head before, though, about his style and the shape. He's got it in his head what he wants, and if you don't, I think he's the type. If you don't do it, you'll be out.
Yeah, there you have it. So let us know your thoughts in the comments. Of course, as always. Listen, we're not far away from 20,000 subs. If you haven't subbed and you watch every week, sort that out.
Do it. Press it now.
Just sub. Done. Just sub.
Oh,
and that's it. You've just subbed. If you want alerts, click the bell.
Oh, the bell's great.
And if you want more videos or an extended version of this video, where like we do all mad stuff on the extended version, it's mad. Pass us that flamethrower a minute, and I'll leave it there. It's when we start juggling with them. That's when it's great.
Yeah,
that's
what Patreon's all about.
So if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. And thanks for watching. We'll see you later.